Welcome to Pinball Mayhem. My name's Jeremy Ajima, and today I've got something really cool that I just learned about the software on the At Games Legends Pinball. It's how to change the display setting. I was doing one of my lives, and for those of you that don't know, check out the channel. I do regular live streams on this where we go through a few pinball tables each time, just to kind of show you what they're like and everything. This machine is still set up stock, and that's the way I plan on keeping it for quite a while. Of course, nothing wrong with modding it, nothing wrong with hooking a PC up to it. That's what I really like about this product, all the different stuff you can do with it. But this one's staying stock for the most part for now. I do have the control panel on it, which is really nice. But getting back to my point, I was asked by one of my viewers, it's like, hey, can you change the display mode on that so the table, you get a little different angle? It's like, I don't know, I'll check it out. Well, I just decided to do that, and I was kind of blown away. So let's move the camera around, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here we are with one of the tables that the machine comes with, which is the Gotlib L's Garage Band Goes on a World Tour. It's a pretty fun game. I like the beats and everything. What we've got here is we've got the start, play. This is our menu bar choices we can choose before we actually start the game. So start button starts the table out. The backwards button adds a player. Nudge forward button is menu. We've got the plunger here, and we got the home pause quit. Start button and the home pause quit, for those who don't know, are here. This is your start button, this is your home pause quit. Plunger, of course, that's pretty obvious. It's over here. And the nudge forward button and backward button are here. Nudge forward and backward. The menu that we're going to go into to change the display settings is actually accessed in two possible ways. One way is by going to the menu button here. We can also go into settings from the home pause quit. This is a slightly different setup on the Zachariah tables. Let's try it here. We'll go to the menu button here. And we've got settings, which is what we're going to go into. And then there's, for the Gotlib tables, they have a whole bunch of table guides and stuff. Really good reading to learn how to play the tables. We'll go into settings. Again, we got the menu bar. Start is select, back, left and right, move selections. We can also use the joystick for that. Joystick will move stuff around. We're going to hit the start button, which again is this guy right here. And this is the same menu that you can get to from a couple different ways. So first off, we're looking at the menu here. Besides our bar here, we've also got one of 4 pages. So those are accessed by going left and right. I'm going to move the joystick to the right here. We're going to look at, we want to get to display mode, but what's interesting is we don't need to change anything here because all the stuff here is displayed down on the bottom. So I can look right now and see my display mode. It says restart required. It's on default cabinet. That's how the game comes set up. That's how we're looking at it, like it's in a cabinet. So I want to change that. So move my joystick over. And again, we've got our various buttons here. Start button is going to make our changes for us. I'll hit the start button, and then we'll see the display mode change. Change to classic, which is what we're going to try. But I'll go through the different choices. We've got cabinet, default cabinet, and classic. Now it says restart required. You don't have to restart the whole game, but you do have to exit out of the play mode and then get back into it. So how do we get back out of this? We use our back button here in this case. It changes per different menu, so you really got to look at this. We'll hit our back button here. We'll hit it again. Now, the back button would add a player now, so we want to get to, we could get to the menu this way, which is what we're just in. That won't help us out. We want to get the home play pause button, which is here. And we want to go to quit game. Now this settings area, that just gets to that settings much quicker. Okay, again, start is select. Back button is resume game. So things change around, so we'll hit the start button. Now we are exited out of the table, and as soon as we go back into it by hitting, again, got to look down at the menu here, nudge turns it into your favorite, which is this. I do have this one highlighted as a favorite. We've got a little pink star here, otherwise it's hollow. And nudge left would be my ranking on it. Rewind button is back, which is this guy. And select starts it up. Sorry about all the reflections here, but here's what it is. Now this is what's cool about it. When it's in display mode here, when we're not playing the game, we get some different views of it. And these are different kind of views, and we'll also show you on the Zachariah tables, which I have. But it kind of just does this kind of sweeping stuff. And now let's start the game.
Introducing Al's Garage Band!
Now you think, boy, this is really far out. How can I play that? It's way too small. Only on the Gotlib tables is it like this. It starts out like that, and as soon as you launch the ball, it goes into a mode. It's definitely a little trickier to play like this, but it's something cool. I think the Gotlib ones, the angle is a little not to my liking, but we'll get out of this one, and I will show you the Zachariah tables next. All right, let's. How do we exit out of this? So they start. This is the button we want. This pulls up our menu, and then we can go to Quick Game, or like I said, we could go to Settings. I'm going to change this one back because it's a little tough for me to play on Gotlib tables like this. So we hit Settings. And then same kind of menu. We just move over till we get display mode. And we look down here for our choice. It's on Classic. We'll hit it again. This doesn't change up here, but it will change down here. Cabinet, we'll put it back at default. And then we use the back button. Now it hasn't changed because it says restart required. So get it back into our deal here. Quick Game. Again, I really like this joystick. It's much better action. So if we go back into it, hitting our start button, then it's back to the way it was. Alright, so let's get back to a Zachariah table. How do we do that? How do we get back to the main menu? Alright, so we want to go to the Home Pause Quit button. We get this menu, and then we move Quick Game. When you have the control panel, this one acts like start most of the time, but not all the time. It's a little goofy. Alright, I want to hit rewind to go back. This button back here. Alright, here we have our selection. I have the 100 pack 1 through 4. So let's pick one of my favorite Zachariah tables so far, which is Black Belt 2018. I really like that one. It's funny. Alright, so let's start it up by hitting our start button. And we'll hit it start button again. These take a little tiny bit longer to load.
Remake.
I always make fun of that person. Got a little loading bar down here, which is kind of nice. Okay, this is the default cabinet style. This works great. I like it, but when I saw the other mode, I thought it looked pretty cool. So let's check it out. How do we get back into there again? We got to go to, since it's a Zachariah table, we got a slightly different arrangement of commands here. We're going to go to the home menu button, which will bring up that little menu right here. We don't have as many choices available. We'll go down to settings. And then we hit our start button. And again, it's the same kind of layout, but we move over. We want display mode. And then display mode is shown here. We'll hit the start button until it says Classic, and you see the background image changed right away. Now we're done here. We want to use the back arrow. This does not require a restart, unlike the Gotlib tables. And then we want to get out of this menu. We will resume our game. And then the Zachariah tables just kind of choose some different little still shots of the table here. It's not the big scrolling thing like on the Gotlib tables. So that's pretty cool. It gives you a little different view. So let's start the play. And we'll see our modes here. So I like this a little better. It's not quite as steep as the Gotlibs, but it gives you a little bit of different perspective, and you can see a little power cable there, at least on this one. It's pretty cool. I'm just playing one
Not just offense. You must defend.
You must defend. I like the callouts on this. It makes me laugh. Also, the
Karate is not just offense. You must remember your training.
the callouts just make me laugh. All right, we'll just play one more. Sounds might be a little boring to some, but hey, I kind of like them. And then it's got multi-ball and all kinds of stuff.
Hard mode inlet.
Well, we'll let that drain.
Remember your training.
Alright, we will quit this game here. How do you quit this game? We hit their mode button there, and we don't want to play anymore, so we go quit game. And then we're done with this menu, and then we hit the rewind back. And then we're out. So one more thing I wanted to show you, because especially on this machine I've got over 100 tables. That would take me a long time to change them all, and I pretty much like, at least so far, the Zachariah tables to be in classic mode and the Gotlib tables to be in cabinet mode, except for Bone Busters. Bone Busters cabinet mode seems to work really good on. There's a way you can change them all, and that's by going up to settings, and on mine it's on page 4 of 5. We got pinball settings, and that changes all the tables. We'll hit start here, and it is display mode classic. And you just move down, and then you hit the start button. It's either cabinet or classic, and that changes all of them. And yeah, since there's only 20 Gotlib tables, I figured this would be the best way to do it for me, and that's what I've done. But like I said on Bone Busters, I really kind of like that. I'll just show you Bone Busters really quick and show you why I think that's pretty good. First off, let's change it back to cabinet mode. Right now we've got it in classic. That's our default because we changed that in the global menu, so it's default classic. Put it in cabinet. Then we have to back out of it. Go quick game. Then we go back into it. So, while this certainly looks beautiful like this, me not having played the real machine, it wasn't really obvious. Was this an elevated area? It's not. It's at the same level as the rest of the game. But it was really hard for me to figure out, like, what's back here. Yeah, it kind of goes back there, but there's some things you just can't see here. And just now, I played this table a few times, but just when I changed it to the classic, I really enjoyed it a lot better. And that kind of surprised me. So let's go back and just kind of remember how this looks. Pretty much straight top-down view is what we're getting here. Now this, of course, obviously that's just way too far back. As soon as you launch the ball, though, now we're getting a lot more detail of kind of what's underneath this pop bumper. So there's just a lot more depth to it, and I really like that. I didn't think I would. I thought the angle was a little bit... The angle might not be perfect, but, you know, hey, it's okay. But that's pretty much all I got to show you. Alright, I hope you like this look at the different display modes on the At Games Legend Pinball. If there's anything else you want me to show you, just let me know. And be sure to check out my live streams, because I think we really have a lot of fun. I do it generally once a week. Usually during the midweek sometime, I'll toss up a notification like an hour, sometimes 20 minutes before I start. Sometimes it'll be several hours. So while we're subscribing and turning on those notifications so you get that when I post it to go live. Have yourself a great day.